There is a growing interest in understanding what investors, especially institutional investors, are doing when it comes to carbon emissions of their portfolio firms. Additionally, the academic literature is ambiguous about what investors should do in order to deal with carbon emissions. On the one hand, investors could exit their investments. On the other hand, they could remain invested and use their power of ownership to bring about real change. We contribute to this debate by empirically investigating how institutional investors behave to Scope 1 carbon emissions of publicly listed US firms. Our main result is that institutional investors divest away from firms having higher carbon emissions. While this might not be very surprising, but this is contrary to the literature that argues that blanket divestments could be socially suboptimal. Hence, as a next step, we try to understand whether our main result is indicative of blanket divestments or not. And our short answer is no. Why? Because first, we find that investors only divest from firms that do not have the ability to decarbonize in the future. And second, they also divest from firms that good internal governance, as proxied by various board characteristics and also by characteristics of the current investor base. We suggest that our results are indicative of preference of institutional investors when it comes to dealing with carbon emissions. That is, institutional investors, that is, they raise their voice with the management rather than do a Wall Street walk or exit.